Coming up on this edition of Lubbock ISD Today, we have some exciting news from our district.
Such as Lubbock ISD Orchestra performs their 39th annual String Fling.
And Wyoming Tech made a visit to the ATC.
But again, most importantly, let's encourage the students to do something with themselves. That is the big deal.
Plus, our Lubbock ISD TV students went on a tour of Lubbock's well-known KCBD news station as they walked around learning new job skills.
And we continue CTE month, showcasing more stories of our great career and technical educational classes.
Go up and the full process of it is pretty cool to watch.
This is going to give you the hands-on experience. You're going to get to come out and have fun.
All this and so much more coming up on this 20th edition of Lubbock ISD Today.
Welcome to Lubbock ISD Today.
Today.
Hello and welcome to the 28th episode of Lubbock ISD TV. I'm Jay Neaton and this is Raiden Ford. We're glad to be back.
We have been really wanting to do a show together, and I'm so glad we are here. But most importantly, that you are here.
That's right. So let's get straight into the news of what's happening in our district. This year was the 39th year for the Lubbock ISD Orchestra String Fling. This is a premier event here in West Texas, as our students showcase their talents. In total, 4 high schools and 10 middle schools performed, and the event culminated with the massed orchestra of all the Lubbock ISD Orchestra students. Playing together, what a fun night.
And recently, WyoTech visited automotive students here at Bryan Martin Advanced Technology Center. WyoTech is a trade school based in Wyoming. They support future technicians pursuing full-time training in automotive, collision, and welding. But for them, it was all about helping inspire and give students ideas on what they could do in the future.
Have you had students from our programs here within Lubbock ISD go to your campus?
Yes, I have. Every year I end up having anywhere between minimum, actually one up to, I've had it up to the mostly as 4 a year. So, awesome. And again, over the 15 years I've been doing this, it seems like it's been going on, and I do have some people here. Actually have one individual here that actually went to my school, and now he's a teacher here at the ATC Center.
Now this past Wednesday was a huge day across the nation, and even here in Lubbock.
It was National Signing Day. And our own sports anchor, Jaden Gonzalez, joins us now with more. Jaden, how big of a day did we have?
I would say huge. Monterey had 8 players signed, Estacado had 10 players signed, and Coronado had 7 players signed. In a total, we had 25 student athletes put pen to paper and sign their college letter of intent. Let's take a look at some of the footage captured on the big day. Our athletes were celebrated and honored by their friends, loved ones, and schools. It was a huge day for our student athletes.
Oh, absolutely. It makes all the hours that we put in as coaches, the assistant coaches and myself, it makes it all worth it. When you see these young men go on and are going on to bigger and greener pastures, and we just hope that they have all the success in the world. So that's our job, and that's kind of what our goal is, to see that these guys have the best opportunity at the next level.
They bought into a coach they didn't know 2 years ago and believed in our system and what we're doing, and now it pays off. And so now they can truly say hard work pays off, and all 10 of those guys, they show that day in and day out. They're all multiple sport athletes. You got track runners, you got basketball players, you got power lifters, baseball kids. So they're all well-rounded kids, and that's a testament to their parents and the commitment they put in time-wise to support them all year round.
Such a big day for everyone. And coming up later in sports, we hear from some of our players that had their lives changed this past week. Guys.
Thanks, man. We look forward to hearing from them.
Yes, we do. Now, Jaden, did you know we are on the 2nd week of celebrating CTE Month?
I did. We were all tasked to tell a story on the students, teachers, and classes that make our CTE programs so great.
And up first, we take a look at my partner Jaden Eden's story on class that is building our future.
Get me excited about your program.
Okay.
Go grow up, and the full process of it is pretty cool to watch.
This is going to give you the hands-on experience. You're going to get to come out and have fun. It's going to be cold some days, it's going to be really hot some days, but it's always going to be fun. It's always going to be, I hate to use the word educational because that just makes it sound like the rest of school, but it is educational. It's just in a whole different aspect from sitting in your history class.
You do it, you learn actual skills from it, and you'll take away from it instead of just having a class that you don't like, but it's really enjoyable.
Yes, I know I've actually been partnered with several students who have worked with me in the field after they graduated here, and I know of quite a few more that have gotten jobs out in the field that are still working to this day in the field.
I love the way you started that story. Get me excited about your program.
Mr. Ward gave me some gold. Speaking of gold, your school has a golden program, giving students skills that will last a lifetime.
Jaden Lopez has more.
2 years ago, I started Family, Career, and Community Leaders of America here at Estacado. It stands for FCCLA, and that gives students a chance to compete at the state and local level, and they even have a chance to go to the national level, and they can win scholarships. It's just a really good leadership opportunity for students to be in as an extracurricular after school.
Get a box with different things in it, meat, starch, a vegetable, and you have to make a good meal for your judges. So you get like 50 minutes to cook, 10 minutes to write out what you want, and you have 15 minutes to clean up.
Cooking is a skill that you're going to need your entire life, so having these kids set up for something that maybe in 40 years they'll remember something that I taught them or a technique that I showed them, it's just really special.
Great work by my fellow Jaden. We will have more CTE month videos on this edition of Lubbock ISD Today very soon.
But before we see that, let's find out what's on the Lubbock ISD social media pages with Dilly Trevino. Dilly?
Thanks so much, and we are back at it again with our newest segment, Social Media Today, as we share with you what our campuses are posting on the internet. And did you know that our students here at the ATC get the opportunity to pursue their phlebotomy certification? Recently, students had some successful sticks as they involved their family, friends, and teachers to participate as patients. At Wolfforth Elementary, the Wildcat fourth graders, as they explored benchmark fractions using pizza. Who doesn't love pizza? And we might have some future meteorologists in the making at McWhorter. The Mustangs learned how to draw weather maps and gave their forecast for the week. Over at Mackenzie, the Raiders were engaged in extensive soup lab. They cooked meat and chopped vegetables, culminating in the creation of some delicious soups. Fantastic. And finally, community spirit was a high at Cavazos Middle School as they held the Lubbock High Feeder Pattern concert. The night included amazing live music and a whole lot of fun. And that's your look at round one of Social Media Today. I'll be back with more soon, but until then, send it back over to Raiden and Jaden at the desk.
I can't wait to hear more from Dilly later on in the show.
Honestly, me too. It's good to get more aware of the online presence of our area.
Agreed, but we'll have to take a break. So coming your way soon, we head on over to Gameplay. We have more National Signing Day, and we have a new head football coach at Coronado. We get into that coming up.
But first, we share a story of new CTE class that will start here in Lubbock ISD next year.
Yep, stay tuned, and we'll be back after this break.
Every week here at this station we have special days, like Friday is show day, but Tuesdays have taken on its own special meaning.
All right, everyone, get a tie. It's Tie Tuesday.
Mr. Ward is all about teaching life skills, but for some students it gets them all tied up in knots. While for others, it's gotten a little excessive.
I started a tie collection, but things got a little excessive.
Hey, that is terrific.
These puns are terrible, but at least we're ready for our future interviews.
Bring everything you touch.
What's your story?
Take everything.
In the 5th and 6th period second year class, we all have nicknames. Except Sierra. And believe me, we've really tried.
How about Cece?
Nope.
Or just sleepy.
How about Siesta?
That's rude. What? Sometimes it makes things a little bit awkward.
Boys and Angels?
Captain.
Abraham?
Captain.
LeBron?
Captain.
Flash?
Captain.
Trina?
Captain.
J-Dub?
Captain.
2 words?
Captain.
Sierra?
You know, hopefully someday we'll find the right nickname.
Daydreamer.
No.
Welcome to the 20th episode of Lubbock ISD Today. At the desk, we have Jaden Eaton and Raynon Ford. Weather with Hannah Gilchrist. Sports with Jaden Gonzalez. Tuned in with Siriu Laura. And social media today with Dilly Trevino. Now, back to the show as we resume the grand 20th episode of Lubbock ISD Today.
Hello and welcome back. We're glad you stayed.
Yes, we are. And we are going to pick up right where we left off, featuring some more of our CTE month videos.
Our aspiring voice actor, Aubrey Noble, highlights a new digital audio class that we will have here at the ATC next year.
So I'm going to be teaching digital audio production in the 2024-2025 school year, and we're going to be learning all sorts of facets of professional digital audio career path, essentially. And another big part of digital audio is being able to run live audio in terms of running the mixers, being able to balance signals from multiple different inputs, whether that be instruments like drums, guitar, vocals, piano, to spoken word, people talking, giving presentations, being able to balance all of those. And so I want to be able to share that passion with some students, and hopefully from there, they want to pursue a career in the digital audio realm. I've met so many interesting people in this field, and I would love to be able to show my students what it actually looks like, who these people are, have them teach you guys some stuff about digital audio in the real world.
Sounds like this class will be so fun.
For sure. This class is going to create so many opportunities for students interested in audio.
Talking about fun classes, this next story is about our middle schoolers, getting hands-on experience and learning skills that translates to the real world.
So there are CTE pathways, and this one is the architecture and construction pathway. However, I always tell students that regardless of whether they go into a related field or not, the skills they learn in a class like this can follow them for the rest of their lives, because, even if it's something as simple as not having to call a plumber to fix the leaky faucet, or not having to call a carpenter to fix the cabinet door or whatever. So we have all the power tools and equipment that you see here. We have lots of portable power tools. We have lots of hand tools, CNC equipment, anything you can think of. We can build projects and teach kids how to use what they have to make what they need. So anyhow, I'm going to take these. Students have gone into the workforce. We've got lots of productive citizens coming out of this classroom.
And thanks to Mr. Berg, he will continue to keep the CTE program thriving at Hutchinson Middle School.
I'm having so much fun highlighting our CTE classes here in the district.
Yes, the variety of career opportunities Lubbock ISD provides is great for our students.
I agree, but we're going to have to take a break from them for now. We will continue our showcase more stories next week.
But for now, let's take a look at our school's social media presence. Dilly Trevino has a lot prepared for us today. So take it away, Dilly.
And welcome back and around to social media today as we continue to go around the district showcasing amazing things posted on social media. It's Counselor Appreciation Week, and we are so lucky to have some great counselors in our district. At Evans, I spent some time writing to their counselors, thanking them for all they do. And it's cool that 8th graders witnessed a stellar exploration of democracy as the Lubbock County Elections Office brought real voting machines so that the astronauts and the families could vote on their legislation. Over at Brown, the Buffaloes want to give a big thank you to the Family Comp Dental for coming and engaging their students in lessons about dental hygiene habits that can last a lifetime. At Whiteside Elementary, the Coronado Stain Gang went and met with the Warriors. The elementary students were so excited to meet their big and can't wait to cheer them on this semester. And we have Happily Ever After at Nat Williams. Q and U were joined together for the other day, forever the other day. It was a fun way to help students remember that you can't have Q without you. That is so cool. I'd say that there's something the students will remember forever. What do you guys think?
Thanks so much, Dilly. Q and you getting married, you love to hear it.
I agree. With that Dilly said there, that is something that I'd always remember.
Right? Now let's toss it over to Israel Laura as he tunes us in with the events from around the world. Israel?
Thank you so much, Raymond and Gaten. Who else is ready to get tuned in with some fun news around the world? Let's get into it. A decade-old message in a bottle discovered in New York marsh went viral, inspiring a good memory of a great teacher. The bottle was found off a Long Island inside a letter dated October of 1992. After posting the find to Facebook, it didn't take long for the new message to surface, and these carry a warm memory of former teachers, Mitchell Brooke, who taught at a Long Island high school, and who the following say have done the message project for years. Brooke has since passed away, but her family say that the recent discovery a blessing. And that's all we're looking at to end. Hopefully everyone has a great and wonderful Valentine's Day weekend. And send it back to Raymond and Gaten at the guest.
Thanks so much, Siri.
Great tuned in by him. But, you know, Rainen, besides the wind, the weather has been kind of nice lately.
It really has, but I heard we have something on the way. Let's send it over to Hannah for the weather.
Thanks, guys. The weather today is unfortunately looking to be pretty windy, Jaden, but don't worry. As the week goes on, the wind should start to slow. Also, today is looking to be quite cloudy, but with a 0% chance of precipitation with a high of 61 degrees and a low of 38 degrees. I know it's looking a little grim and dull today, but I think Puxatawny Phil's 2024 prediction might just be coming true with this spring-like forecast coming your way this week, which thank goodness that groundhog did not see its own shadow, because I am more than ready for the warmer weather and rain. Now for our weekend forecast. Saturday, we will see the temperature dip a little bit, but the sun will begin to start coming out again as the wind starts to ease up. Sunday temperatures drop down into the 40s, but it's okay because we have a 90% chance of rain and snow. However, if you're not a big rain fan, this Sunday Super Bowl weather might not be the best for you, but I personally think it gives you the perfect opportunity to stay in with friends and family with some good football food and your Chiefs jersey. At least that's what I will be doing. And approaching the next week, we'll be looking at some awesome sunshine and warmer weather, increasing from a high of 51 degrees and on Monday to a high of 62 degrees on Wednesday, and back down into the 50s again for next week's show. Looks like there really is love in the air with Valentine's Day weather looking picture perfect. So go out and celebrate at home or sit with a pint of ice cream watching When Harry Met Sally. All valid ways to celebrate the holiday weekend. I'll send it back on over to you boys.
Wow, a chance for snow? Sign me up.
Until I see it happening, I won't get my hopes up.
I know that's right. And still to come on this edition of Lubbock ISD Today, we time out with Mr. Ward. What does he have for us next week? We'll have to see.
But first, we head on over to gameplay. Coronado has a new head football coach. We tell you all about it coming up.
That's right. So stay locked as we will be back with the 20th episode of Lubbock ISD Today, right after this.
When it comes to voice acting, it's pretty clear that Aubrey's dedicated. I mean, he has his own warm-up routine.
Me me ma me moo, me me ma me moo. Me me ma me moo.
Keeps practicing, like a lot.
If you froze your Thanksgiving leftovers, then you're probably good. Welcome to the next episode of this show. The USDA says frozen food stays safe indefinitely.
We get it, Aubrey.
Sorry.
Do you think it's gonna rain tomorrow?
Today at the desk, Sierra Davila. Yeah, that's the one.
Well, at Lubbock ISD TV, I guess it's all for the cause.
What you want to be when you grow up? What do you want to be?
A teacher. I want to be a singer because I always sing at home and I love singing.
A police officer so I can save people's lives.
I want to be a police officer so I could go to the academy and then maybe if I pass the academy to become a police officer.
I want to be a pediatrician because they could work with little kids.
This year we challenged our audio engineers to not be audio muters, but rather audio mixers. But we didn't know how much it was going to change the job.
12% are in. I was everything go live.
Yeah. Watch out, we might have the next generation of audio engineers.
Hello everyone, welcome to sports. I'm Jaden Gonzalez, a senior at Coronado High School. Shaq once said, excellence is not a single act, but a habit. You are what you do repeatedly, and we had a coach step up and take a new title. As Coach Andrew Roy, the Mustang defensive coordinator, was approved yesterday morning by the Lubbock ISD Board of Trustees to Coronado's head football coach. He'll look to improve Coronado's 2-8 mark in 2023 and get them back in the playoffs. Congrats to Coach Roy on this well-deserved promotion. And like you heard earlier, Wednesday of this past week was National Signing Day, and for Lubbock ISD, we had 25 student athletes put pen to paper and sign to go to play their respective sport in college. Monterey, Estacado, and Coronado all held an amazing signing day, honoring each and every one of the student athletes. And so, what does it mean to them to have this moment?
This moment was truly surreal for me because I didn't think I was going to get to this point. At this point, this point is a big change for me. It's a big opportunity to go out, change myself as a man, show growth, and just a big opportunity for me.
How did Estacado prepare you to make this jump? You know, you were a captain on the team. How did it prepare you?
It just prepared me just to grow up, like keep your head in the game, like don't get angry, don't get down, just keep on fighting, and that's what we did all season.
It means a lot because just having the opportunity to go play at the next level, it's a blessing.
Anything else you want to say about signing today?
Just thank God, guys. Thank God, the man above.
And diving on over to the pool, our 5A swim and dive athletes are set for a huge weekend at the Pete Regis Aquatic Center, as they are set to host the Region 1-5A finals. The finals will go over the course of this weekend, and if you haven't been to a meet, this is the one to go and see. It's the best of the best looking to punch their tickets to state. We're sorry for the shorter sports. We just had so many CTE month stories to share that sports was a bit shorter this week.
That's all right. I was hoping to hear about the basketball.
The Monterey girls won the district title and ranked 6th in the state.
That's it. Thanks to sports, Jaden.
You got it.
Yes, and still to come on this edition of Lubbock ISD Today, we end the show with Mr. Ward as he calls a time out.
So stick with us. We'll wrap up the show right after this short commercial.
I want to be a chef because I've seen so many cooking shows and that kind of encouraged me.
I want to be a police officer.
I want to be a teacher when I grow up.
Whenever I want to grow up, I want to be a teacher.
Every holiday break, Alana's always in Vegas, and every time she comes back, there's something a little different about her.
Okay, we got a doubleheader tonight, a basketball game. Who's coming?
Ooh, I can't. I'm going to Vegas. I got 50 on Lincoln. Lincoln, 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 Lincoln!
We don't know at what point we should be concerned about her.
I can't lose my knee. Come on. No. Come on. No! I lost everything.
Gambling issue? You can get help. Call today.
It takes hard work, dedication, courage, and passion to be a United States of America military member. All the wars fought and all the tears shedded, we want to say thank you. Thank you for your service, thank you for your sacrifice, and thank you for our freedom.
Welcome back to Lubbock ISD Today. This week on Time Out with Mr. Ward, we time out to say thank you. Thank you to our industry partners that help make our program so great. You see, earlier this week, one of our partners, KCBD News Channel 11, allowed our students, rather your students, to get a tour of their facility. They gave us 2 hours of their time to show us and tell us everything about their station, from the newsroom to the studio, and even what the future holds in the industry for them. We learned and saw so much, but the best part to me was the fact that our students saw firsthand how the skills that they are learning here today can translate to a real career in the commercial television industry. As a teacher, you look for those moments where the light bulb goes off, and I'm pretty sure I saw a few of them that day. And so thank you to Channel 11 for being so gracious with us. Now it's me, Mr. Ward, timing out on Lubbock ISD Today. Send it back to our team of 4 at the desk.
Chris joins us now with our final check on the weather. Should I trade out my pants for shorts this week, Kenna?
I don't think we're there just quite yet, but I think with the weather going in the 50s and 60s during February, it's a good sign that soon you might wear fewer layers. A final look at the forecast with Super Bowl Sunday looking to be the coldest day of the week and also the only day with a substantial % chance of rain and snow. Moving forward to Wednesday, we start to see temperatures rise to the low 60s and the sun move fully out from behind the clouds, just in time for Valentine's Day. Following Wednesday, the weather retreats back to its cooler temperatures like the ones we are seeing today and partly cloudy skies with an increased % chance of rain.
What a unique week of weather.
Super soups on Super Bowl Sunday.
That sounds good, but sadly, that is going to do it for today's show. So make sure to follow us on social media. The afternoon class will be back next week to share more amazing things and opportunities only in Lubbock ISD.
Technical Director, Dilly Trevino. Floor Director, Aaron Gulick. Pro Presenter Operator, Daniel Ball. At the desk, we have Jaden Eaton and Raynon Ford. Weather with Hannah Gilchrist. Sports with Jaden Gonzalez. Tuned in with Siriu Laura. And social media today with Dilly Trevino. And a special shout out to Miss Roop's first year class for helping out with the show.
This has been a production of the students and staff at Lubbock ISD TV.
You know, it's no secret that we are extremely lucky to have everything we do here at the Lubbock ISD TV. But we wanted to take a moment and pause to say thank you for watching student-produced television right here at the Lubbock ISD TV.
When I grow up, I want to be a zookeeper so I can take care of animals.
I want to be a heart surgeon. I love how the heart operates.
A lot harder than it looks, isn't it?
I would like to be a doctor because I can help people. I would like to be a marine biologist when I grow up. I want to be a lawyer. I'm going to get an education. I'm going to get an education, going to medical school, and I'll get my degree.